Well, hello. Welcome to Community TV with Adaire. This is TV for you by TV from me. And this is where people in our community who have amazing skills and talents to share and do amazing things to help each other and add value to the lives of people around them. Now, this could be anything from meditation to yoga, learning to cook, reading tarot cards, gardening, whatever you're interested in, we're going to be covering it here. We're doing a very, very special episode tonight. We are talking to Graham Webber and Bev Gisborne from the UK. So we're talking earlier. Graham and Bev are in the lobby or the green room as we speak. And he was saying like we're 10,000 miles away, and I'm actually saying, no, we're not. We're like a half a foot away or half a metre away. It's awesome to have them here. They are from the UK Hypnosis Academy, and I'll just do a quick introduction for them. They're going to talk today about the Kinetic Shift, but about Graham. He actually was he's from the British Army, and he has been fascinated by the reactions of people to magic, and he started to learn hypnosis. And I may get this wrong, so Graham can correct me when he comes on in. But he discovered street and stage hypnosis training, and he was fascinated by it and fascinated by the reactions of people to it. So he studied it, and he was doing stage shows in hypnosis. He's actually now come, and I don't know if you're still doing stage shows, but Graham will share with us that he's actually using hypnosis now for helping people as well as to entertain people. Bev, and she is a seasoned therapist who is she said she'd always wanted to help people, and when she discovered hypnosis, she found this is what she's looking for. And I absolutely understand that, because it was the same for me. It was like, wow, can we help people? This is an amazing way to help people, and this is what I love to do, helping people help people. She was hooked when she first found hypnosis, and she has done a variety of different training in the industry. She has got different models that she uses of intervention, and her and Graham are both here to share with us the current model that they're actually coming to Australia to train in, and that is the Kinetic Shift. So welcome to Bev and welcome to Graham. He's popping in now. How are you both?
Yeah, hi Dan, really good. Yeah.
Cool. Great to see you here. This is awesome. We just want to say we've got I've got some friends here that have been hanging around waiting. We've got Peter here. Let me see. I've got some comments down here. Peter is saying hi. He was in early. He says, hasn't started yet. I see a black screen. Well, Peter, we're here. We're up and running. Just if you can see us now, give us some hearts. We've got some love here happening already. Mandy, my sister from another mister. Mandy and I actually trained together. We did our hypnosis and hypnotherapy and master practitioner and NLP training together. So great to see you here, Mandy. And Wayne is here as well. Wayne, I don't know if you know Wayne. Is he one of your colleagues?
Yeah, he's from Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah, is he from Ireland? Oh, yeah. Hi, Wayne. How are you going? And Ray. Hey, Ray, thank you for joining us. Awesome stuff, Pete. What I would like to say is this is an interactive show. If you do have any questions at all, please ask. I'll pop it up on the screen, and we can address any comments or questions that you have as we go along. But first, I'm going to ask Bev if you would like to just give a bit of an introduction about yourself and how you came to be doing what you're doing today, which is pretty awesome, and then we'll get Graham to as well.
Fabulous. Well, thanks ever so much for having us. We're really looking forward to talking with you today. So my introduction to hypnosis was a few years ago now, and in a previous life I was working as a social media consultant, and it was through that Karl Smith from the UK Hypnosis Academy contacted me just to talk about some social media. And And through talking to him, I was really intrigued about what he did, and so he invited me along to one of his one-day sort of introduction to hypnosis courses. And as I said, from that moment, I was absolutely hooked on hypnosis. And from that point, I've literally dedicated every moment to learning as much as I can to be able to help people. And it really is a passion for me now. And you know, through that time, I met Graham on another diploma course, and we ended up doing some work together and got on really well. So, and I helped Graham with, you know, with some weight loss at the time. So, yeah, as I said, I've sought out lots of different therapy models which I use, from thought field therapy to PSI-TAP, and you know, and obviously Kinetic Shift, which was created by Karl Smith. And then sort of developing those skills, and then early last year, the UK Hypnosis Academy decided to take on some trainers for the first time. And Graham and I both jumped at that opportunity. And since then, we've now been teaching Kinetic Shift. We did two last year, and obviously now bringing it out to Australia. Kinetic Shift is an absolutely fabulous technique, which obviously we'll go into more detail later. But yeah, so that's me in a nutshell, really. Trained in lots of different things, and just absolutely love helping people.
Oh, brilliant. I love it. I love that you've explored a lot of different techniques and that as well, because there's no one, I don't think there's any one right way. I think that we can all benefit from a range of different approaches and different techniques. I've got Jan here saying error while loading. I'm not quite sure if that is at your end or mine. So, but we've got from Peter saying he's with us now and looking good. I don't know whether he's looking good or we're looking good, but hey, we'll take it when it comes, won't we? Hey, Peter. Peter, my friend, he was actually the one that started me on this path of helping people help people with social media. So it's pretty awesome. Graham, share a bit about yourself.
Hi there. So obviously I'm in the UK as well, and as you mentioned just briefly before, I started my life as a soldier in the British Army, and during the time, obviously, you know, when you're younger, you know, you go out with friends and stuff. But all the time, I was saving not to get married at the time. I started getting interested in magic, and there was no response I liked better than doing a card trick when the card appeared somewhere. You just see that face on someone, and even though in the back of my head I think this is so easy what I'm doing right now, but I'm getting the best reaction, I just thrive from it. And then eventually on various websites online, I don't know if you know Anthony Jacquin, so we had this Trilby connection, this Manchurian approach, teaching how to do street hypnosis, and there was stage hypnosis with various people as well. And I just started to learn what to me was a real magic, because I never even had an explanation for it as well, why people's hands were sticking to stuff, why they were forgetting their names, why you could change their names or even make them see celebrities right in front of them. I thought it was amazing. And as I was doing this, it was, you know, it was great fun. And I was doing regular shows where I was at the time. It was when I met a friend who had severe PTSD. And as I mentioned in the blurb, it wasn't until he actually got diagnosed. Well, he knew he had it, but it was when he got diagnosed and given prescriptive medication that we started to notice a difference in him. And he'd gone from like the most switched on soldiers to someone different. And although I'd help people with fears and phobias, because I got DVDs on symbolism and stuff, so I was able to help with the simple things. I wanted to learn PTSD, smoking, weight loss, and all the other things which hypnotherapy could offer. I'd done online courses, I'd done courses with other people, which never necessarily worked with me. And then I'd been chatting to Karl Smith for a long time. I went to the UK Hypnosis Academy, did the diploma, and that's when I met Bev. At that time in my life, I was 17 stone. I was a big lad, I had like big gut on me. And we come to the weight loss session, and Bev had come like halfway through the course to join in. I thought, right, I'm going to that lady. She's obviously done this plenty of times, went over, and it was literally that moment. Then I finished the session. I went next door, I bought a bag of apples. I've never really ate apples in my life. And, you know, I eat more veg and stuff now. And I went on to lose 3 stone. So from my experience of my weight loss, I then started helping a lot more people in my area with weight loss as well. I've kind of developed my protocol, which includes the Kinetic Shift
Hello. I think we've lost Graham. Are you still with us, Bev?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I'll just drop Graham out and hopefully you can refresh, and because I know Graham said he was hotspotting it with his phone, and that's one of the things that can happen when we're going live. This technology is also new. I'm using the BeLive.tv platform, and it's just amazing what we can do, but it is also new, and there's still bugs. So occasionally it does freeze up. I've had all sorts of things happen. Graham, if you can hear me, I can see you in the lobby, but I can't actually see. No, he's jumped out. He'll probably refreshing, so he'll jump back in again. So that's pretty amazing. Using hypnotherapy for weight loss, and you were the one that helped him, obviously. So have you trained together often, or is it something that you've come into? He's come back now. So
obviously from that time where we worked together doing the weight loss session, we just became really good friends, and then we kept in touch after that. And then when, as I said, the UK Hypnosis Academy put the opportunity out there for people to apply to become trainers, both myself and Graham applied for it, and thankfully we were both fortunate enough to be accepted and pass all the necessary assessments. So, and then from there we just decided that we really wanted to work together, and so from that point on, all the courses that we've delivered in the UK we've done together, and we've worked really well together.
Good stuff. Hey, we got Graham back. Are you unfrozen? Hello. It's funny because when we do this, and sometimes if you freeze, you look like
it wasn't until I finished rambling on, as I always tend to do, that I thought, oh no, what did Adaire say before? Oh, reload, I press reload.
That's right, yes, that's why I get people on to do a quick, let's refresh, and it generally works. So that is so cool. Now, for anybody who's watching us, I see we've got a few people on, which is fantastic. If you have any questions for Graham or Bev, please type them below. Any questions at all. We're going to learn a little bit about the process of kinetic shift and how the sorts of things it can help with and how it benefits. So that's, I guess, is the next question, is how that process came about, a little bit about what it is and exactly how it helps people. I'll let you guys figure out who's speaking first.
Do you want to go, Bev, or shall I?
You go.
Okay. So the Kinetic Shift. So Karl Smith, you've heard us mentioning his name. He's the founder of the UK Hypnosis Academy. He also had
shout out to Karl too, by the way.
Yeah.
He might be here. He said he'd try and jump on if he could.
If Bev could try and tag him or something, I don't know. He might come on.
I've given him the link. So yeah.
He was in the army for 12 years and then followed on by the police force. And then there was one evening he got run over by. A drunk driver drove into the front of his house. He went outside, and as he was trying to correct his way, he got his hand caught up in the guy's seatbelt, and the guy reversed, dragged him down the road, and then put it in forward and drove back over him again, which crushed multiple bones and all sorts. And as an outcome, long story cut short, he ended up suffering with PTSD. He got given multiple drugs. He ended up getting hooked up on whiskey and such like, and it took him into a really dark place. And it wasn't until hypnosis helped him get out of this one day. Now, when he was with a friend, Catherine Temple, one evening, they were playing with some ideas, and he come across and he found this way of how he could quickly, without asking any questions, be able to help someone. Now, at this day in particular, there was an electrician, I think it was, who was around at his house, who had been suffering with some trauma, and he did the kinetic shift technique to him at the time, which he didn't even have a name to it. And it took minutes. It was like 10 minutes, and the guy was like, what have you just done? But it felt amazing for him. And they were there just nattering. It's like, oh, what is it? That was it really shifted something. It was like, and then Catherine said, yeah, it's proper kinetic, wasn't it? And he went, the kinetic shift technique. And it wasn't until afterwards that they realized that obviously kinetic shift is called down. We call it KS, which is short for Karl Smith. But then also, Catherine Temple's middle name is, I'm right in saying Susan, isn't it, Bev? So Catherine, the kinetic shift technique. And so it was just one of them things which are meant to be. And then, so initially it was developed for PTSD and for them anxiety-like moments, but since we've got doctors who are trained in it, we've got psychiatrists and psychotherapists, and everyone's just tried it with so many different aspects. I use it in weight loss, and it's just that very, very fast and dynamic moment. There's Benjamin Ryan, another UK Hypnosis Academy trainer for us as well. So
cool. Hi, Benjamin. Great.
Have you got anything else on that, Bev, to add?
No, not really. As you said, that was how how Kinetic Shift came about, and it's the beautiful thing about Kinetic Shift is it is such a simple process. And Karl himself says there is nothing new in this technique. It's just the unique way in which he's combined different interventions and different modalities into this process that works really, really well and really, really quickly. And best of all is it works content free, which means there is no need to be going back and reliving trauma and reactivating those things. You can just remove it purely by activating that feeling and then getting rid of it.
That's amazing. I think that that traditional therapies like psychology, psychotherapy, and that's there's something around having to dig up all that stuff. But that's, I think, one of the things that I really, really enjoy about hypnotherapy and NLP is that we can draw the line here and then move over it and move forward, which is, and I'm really interested in the kinetic shift because that's going to help us even further move stuff. Do you want to explain a little bit about the process? So you said it was a combination of different.
So without going into it in too much depth, because obviously it is the reason not many people know so much about it is because all the people around the world who've been taught in it find it such a useful tool that it's like KFC. No one wants to know what everyone wants to know what the seasoning is, but it's it's broken down into seven processes. Okay, which varies from confusions. There's you have eye movement areas, and you have something which is called ILS, which we can't really go much deeper into what that part is. And
I can tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
I've already told you what my previous job is. So yeah, but yeah. So basically, it's the seven processes, they have got a structure to them, but it doesn't matter if you used to use it in a different process because every single person who you see is different. But however, one of the most important things that we like to use in it is about backfilling. So making sure lots of love is put in at the end and ensuring that something that's taken out of the person, you backfill it with a lot of love, because last thing you want to do is have someone with an empty hole once you're finished, because they'll end up trying to fill it with something. And if they do have a bad thought or anything like that, that's what they're going to fill it in with. So, yeah. And the other thing about Kinetic Shift is its speed. On average, you don't go much longer than 15 minutes in a session. 20 minutes at a push. If something's really sticky, you may do a couple of rounds of it, so maybe half an hour. But on average, no more than 10 minutes. And the reason.
How do you go with people who go, well, it's such a short, is it a mindset shift that's needed? Because we're conditioned in society to be, years of therapy, and even as hypnotherapists and NLP practitioners, we know the process can be shortcut like quite dramatically and compress years of therapy into 1, 2, or 3 sessions. But for something that quick, I guess you'd spend some time building the belief, would you? That Peter's asked, does a client need to call the trauma to mind even if they don't talk about it?
Yeah, I'll let Bev answer that one.
Great.
Yeah, so it is a case of that feeling that you want to get rid of, that it's, and they'll go, yeah, then you just literally jump onto it and move on. So yes, they have to recall that feeling to mind, but it's not like they have to go back and relive all of the details of that event. It's just because, as we know, everything in our brain is about association. That's how we learn. So it's the association, the emotional association we have attached to that memory that we're trying to activate. And once we've activated that neurological map in the brain, we can then use the kinetic shift technique to remove it. And, you know, as you said, yeah, it does happen really, really quickly. And quite often clients will, the pure bewilderment you quite often see in their face going, but it's just not there anymore. It's gone. And, you know, you very rarely get someone going, well, that only took 10 minutes. I want that to take another half an hour. Thank you very much. They're just absolutely relieved that it's gone. They don't care that it only took a few minutes to go.
Yeah.
Do you find, oh, sorry, I was going to say, back to the question that I asked, do you find that framing that up front is really helpful?
Well, I don't frame it up front. I ask a question as saying, do you know that feeling that you feel every single day right now, that feeling which is holding you back? And obviously the client will say yes. You say, well, how would that feel if that feeling's gone? And obviously, and they're like, that'd be amazing. Well, let's do it then. And then once you finish the session and you ask them, where isn't it anymore? And you know, obviously you'll know if someone's thinking up a story, they look up this way. If they think about the memory, and you just literally see them scanning everywhere. They look at their eyes look everywhere, and they're like, "It's gone, it's gone." Yeah. Now, obviously, if you wanted to sweep it up a little bit with a bit of hypnotherapy afterwards, and just let them revisit, into, you know, areas that they've been where they could have been embarrassed by the way they've had an outbreak or anything recently. Obviously, you can do a little bit more undermining with that. So it's about just finding that little area. I've just seen Nicola Mann's just come on. Nicola, she was on our last course in Crewe in the UK, and well, Nicola had a very big shift on our course as well, like, and it was quite it was brilliant to see, because since she's openly talked about everything with it. Since it was from the passing of her brother, and it was a little element of guilt there, I think. And like I say, she had a really big shift on the course, and she's been, like I say, none of us knew anything about her brother up until that point, and it was afterwards that she said, "Oh, I can actually talk about it." We also had another lady on our course who, again, it was something from her brother. I did the session with this one, and when it had finished, she felt a lot better. It comes to lunchtime, I started playing my guitar. Me being the entertainer, I was playing my guitar, and I started singing a song, Leonard Skinner's Freebird. And this lady started to sing along with me, and everything. We was all having a little sing along in the classroom. And it wasn't until afterwards she came up to me. She goes, "Graham, I have not sung along to that song since 2001 when it was passing on my brother's. It was my brother's funeral, and I sung it today." And it was due, you know, because of the little Kinetic Shift session that I did with her half hour before. So it shows how powerful it was. And like I say, each of them sessions were no longer than 10 minutes.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I see. So with Nicola, like, she's obviously a fan, and she's back in the US.
She's a practitioner.
A practitioner and a fan.
Yeah.
I think we've got a lot of practitioners on here tonight, and some from Adelaide as well. So if you want to just mention the Adelaide training, there is an opportunity for people if they want to hook into the training. So do you want to share a bit about what's happening there?
Yeah, so how this all came about was I obviously through social media, love social media. I was contacted by...
That connects us all, doesn't it? Yeah.
I was contacted by a lady that lives in Adelaide, who's kind of seen some of my posts, and she was really intrigued by what I did. And we got chatting over Skype and ended up doing an impromptu session over Skype with her to demonstrate what it is that I do, because she works in the mental health area in Adelaide. And she was so blown away by the response. So Kinetic Shift works just as effectively over Skype as it does in person. And she was so blown away, she said, "I have to get you to," when I explained that I teach, she said, "I have to get you over here to teach this," because she said, "I've seen nothing like this." And she really felt that it would help her, in the work that she does. So, it was through that connection that I thought, okay, well, let's make this happen. So, I did used to live in Australia many moons ago. I lived there in Perth for 8 years. So I thought, what a fantastic opportunity to visit my second home and come back to Australia. So we set it up. So the training course is running in Adelaide at the Glenelg Pier Hotel, on the 10th and 11th of Feb. I've really been blown away actually by the response that we've had to the course, and we've only got 5 spaces left available on that course now. But it would be great. Yes, only 5 left.
I'm just a link up that chat on the actual thing now as well. So
yeah, so give us the link of where people can go to have a look for the details of the course. I think that was one of the things that we actually overlooked, because there's a few links above where we've got, I think we've got a special too that Karl has agreed to, a special, if you want to share about that as well. Peter's saying Glenelg Pier Hotel, an oldie and a goodie. Oh, the other thing I want to mention too is for Ray, it's an oldie but a goodie if you're around, if you've been in Adelaide. For Ray, there is, I know Bev is going to Perth, not doing the Kinetic Shift, but you are doing, what the training you're doing over there is the placebo.
The placebo diet, yeah. So I also work very closely with an amazing lady called Janet Thompson, who created the placebo diet, which is, for me, the holy trinity of weight loss programs, because it combines the mindset aspect. So it's applying neuroscience, NLP techniques to the weight loss process. And this program's been delivered in the UK really successfully over the last few years in workshops and in courses and online programs. So the training that I'm coming over to Perth to do with Janet is professional weight loss training. So it's using the techniques she's developed over many, many years with the placebo diet. So it's teaching professionals how to use some of her weight loss systems and her color code system for weight loss clients. So that training's for therapists, personal trainers, coaches, anyone that wants to help people to lose weight. So that training is on the 3rd and the 4th of Feb in Perth.
You're going to be busy in February. So,
I am.
And for people watching, for Ray, we are actually planning another live broadcast with Janet and Bev, so we can explore that a bit more. That will be next week sometime, so we'll just keep an eye out for that. I can pop a message in your inbox when that's happening as well, if you like. So, but what I wanted to do, with like half an hour goes so fast, and I think quite often I do go over time, but at the moment, I said before we came on live, I've got the boy out here wanting to go to the movies tonight. So he's on holidays. He thinks everybody else is as well. Graham has kindly offered a free session of hypnotherapy for a lucky viewer tonight. If you are interested in going in the draw for that, please just type in yes. You can give us some thumbs up, but just type in yes, and we'll do a bit of a draw. So now,
well, I've just seen Peter's just commented. So Peter, it's the 10th and the 11th of February in Adelaide. I have just put on Facebook. I've put the link onto the.
Oh, it's in the Facebook. Put it on.
I think I can put it on here as well. There you go. Does that work for us?
Sue is here. Hi, Sue. How are you doing? Susie's here. Jan's here. Hang on, I better. Well, so we've got this is what we do. It's called a mix of old school and new school. So Susie, how you doing? Jan, Sue. Susie, that's okay. You just you'll find out what you signed up for in a minute.
So I'll do a little talk. So basically, I'm willing to offer a hypnotherapy session from me to you via Skype, all the way from the UK to Australia. Whoever the lucky winner is, just all you need to do is go to myself on my Facebook page, which is Graham Webber Hypnotherapy, and just message me. Obviously, we'll find out the person it's on. Now I'll be expecting you, and we'll set it up via Skype. And we can deal with some areas of, if there's something that you need to work with, if it's anxiety or anything like that, we can do a little bit of weight loss, with whatever it is you want to work with. It doesn't have to be anything specific.
Okay.
then yeah, as well as that, we're also the UK Hypnosis Academy. We've spoken to Karl Smith, and we have an online academy. The online academy has everything hypnosis based. So if you've ever wanted to learn hypnosis, it takes you through everything about how to do rapid inductions, all the way up to all different protocols. And I know you can purchase many different extra areas in there as well. Now, for the main page, the main thing, we've got the link which is on the blurb for here. But also, if you type in the code Australia 2018 GB, you'll get it for 50% off. We've never done this before for UK Hypnosis Academy. Okay, the UK Hypnosis Academy has just come over to Australia, so we want to show you the love that you're giving back to us. We're giving 50% off, which I believe in Australian dollars is $275 standard price, and 50% off that brings it down a significant amount. What's that, $130 or something?
Amazing. And so for that training, what sort of thing do you get in that training? There's over 40 videos, some like 20 PDFs, there's loads of audios. It's something like over 30 hours worth of training, and it'll take you through everything you need to know to give you a foundation of hypnosis knowledge. If you've done a hypnotherapy diploma anywhere else, but you just feel like there's something missing, again, for as cheap as what it is, and I know it's nigh on the same content, but it is the same content as what Bev and I learned on our diplomas through Karl, because he's gone in front of the camera and taught it all again. So Bev, have you got anything extra on there as well? Doing that training, what does that actually qualify you to join a association?
That's a good question. Do you have to do more? I believe, well, it doesn't give you a diploma from it, so it's not. I don't believe it's diploma based. It's more on the CPD area. Is that right, Bev?
That's what I understand. Yeah.
I'm just looking for a random number generator. Let's draw the winner. This is the magic of television, isn't it? Live TV. Random number generator. Sometimes I think it must be. Susie Lee's just popped in. She wants to know what this kinetic shift is. Susie, we're out of time right now, but what I'm going to do is get you to watch the replay, which will be available immediately after this live broadcast is finished. You will find it at the link that I sent to you in your messenger, or if you've seen it on a page or on one of our profiles, you'll find it there. It will be live, not it'll be a replay, not the live. So, all right. So we have got. Let's do this. And Sue, hi, Sue Ferris. Great to see you here. Thank you for joining us. Another Adelaidean. We've got a few Adelaideans here, which is cool. And now we're going to do a draw for the lucky. So Susie Lee, you're number one. Jan, like I said, this is old school. but considering we're using technology that's going to enabling us to broadcast halfway around the world, right around the world, and encourage other people to join us and make comments, that's fantastic. Give us some love, people. Give us some encouragement while we're going to draw this. Jan Heinrich is number 2. Sue Ferris, you're number 3. Mandy, my sister from another mister, is number 4. Andrew, hi, great to see you here. Andrew's he's another Adelaidean. He's a real estate agent. He's just sold a house for us, so not at the house we're living in, our investment property. Thanks, Andrew. Peter is number 5. Ray is number 6. So if you're wanting a free or complimentary hypnotherapy session with Graham, I'm going to share my screen and I'll show you. This is absolutely real time, sharing my desktop. Fingers crossed that it works. And let's do this. And I'm going to have to. I can't. Okay. Here we go. I need a producer for this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop you out for a moment, Bev. Okay, and because we can only get 3 screens on the screen at once. We can have 10, up to 10 in the lobby. Okay, and now I can pop my screen in there, and let's go. Oh, and Peter's saying, doing well, Adaire, good on you. Peter, he actually got me started on this path by asking me how I was able to attract hypnotherapy clients into my business. And I said, I just use social media. And it started with Peter sitting at my dining room table. So how's that for?
Fantastic.
Let's see. Yeah, it is. I've just got, it's not actually coming up there. So give us some more love and see if we can't get this working. I can't make it work any faster than it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit generate because this is, we could be here all night and the boys want to go see Jumanji. Has anyone seen Jumanji? I know you said that you and your son had watched the original, but if anyone's seen it, let me know. Is it worth sitting up till midnight for? All right, trying again.
How many numbers have you got?
I've got 6. We've got Susie is number 1, Jan is 2, Sue is 3, Mandy is 4, Peter's 5, and Ray is 6. So we're getting some more love. All right, I'm just going to generate it. I've got a random number generator here. It's not showing up on my screen, but I can take a screenshot and show you.
I can see it working from my end, so I can vouch for you as well.
Okay, cool. So here we go. Generating a random number. And I've got minimum 1, maximum 6. We've got number 5. Peter Crotty! Yeah!
Congratulations, Peter.
Yeah, give us some love. Give us some love for Peter and some thumbs up. Well done, Peter. I'll get you to put you in touch with Graham. I'll just drop my screen off again and we'll bring Bev back in. This has been excellent. It's just slowing down a little bit, which I think. And Bev, come back in. Tell you what, this is multitasking at its best. to drive the bus direct. Thank you guys all for joining us. Bev's coming back in. I just want to thank you and Graham for making the time. It is now. Must be around about, what, 11 o'clock?
20 to 11.
20 to 11, yeah. It's just after 9 o'clock here. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I look forward to catching up with you, Bev and Janet. Later in the week, we'll be putting out the word to times and dates and asking people to join in. Peter, fabulous. Thanks very much. You get Mandy saying, congratulations, Susie saying congratulations, and Sue, congratulations, Peter. So well done, Peter. Thank you all for joining us. This has been absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to learning more about the Kinetic Shift. I won't be able to join you this time, but I'm hoping that you'll come back to Adelaide so that we can. Ray saying thank you all. Susie, well, they're having a party without us, guys. So I don't know if you can see that. All right, we'll wind it up here. Thank you so much, both of you. It's actually been a real pleasure to talk to you and to meet you, and I do look forward to connecting with you further. So
likewise. Thank you very much, Adaire.
Okay, bye for now.
See you later.
Bye.
I have to play some thinking music while it shuts down. There we go.